Hello and welcome to a brief tour of the Republic of North Ossetia Alania. It's a region with considerable influence in many fields of business, with a stable economic future and with promising economic growth prospects, some of the best in southern Russia in fact. As early as in the 18th century, Ossetia Alania chose by its own free will to become a part of the Russian Empire. Ever since then, visitors have noted the locals' friendly openness to the world, their willingness to embrace novelty, and their respect for private interests. The region is also noted for its high level of education, and communication is eased by the local tongue, unique in the Caucasus, a derivative of the Indo-European languages and related to the German and Slavonic languages. All these points will remind the attentive traveller that he has found his way to the land of the Alanians Ossetians. In ancient times, their forefathers were called Scythians and Sarmatians. In the course of the great migration of peoples, a part of the Alanians passed throughout Europe. There were two Alanian kingdoms in the lands of present-day France in the 5th and 6th centuries. The famous Alanian cavalry helped the Roman Empire to stop the invasion of the Huns. Nominal remnants of those distant ages remain in the Christian names of Alen or Alan, as well as hundreds of Alanian place names scattered around European countries. Western historians have written about the Alanian traditions of medieval knighthood and about the Alanian legend of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. In medieval times, Alania was considered the wealthiest country, since the Great Silk Road passed through the Alanian lands. Alanian tradesmen were renowned both in the west and in the east. Christianity was introduced to Alania by the Apostle St. Andrew, who was one of Christ's closest disciples. In the beginning of the 10th century, Orthodoxy became the state religion. Ossetia is home to a rich variety of religions, including communities of Catholics, Evangelic Christian Baptists, and Muslims. The resultant population of mixed creed and race guarantees social harmony and understanding. Present-day Ossetia Alania occupies the central gorges of the Caucasus mountain range and the adjacent foothill plains. Here one can encounter nature in its spellbinding primeval beauty, with medieval castles forming an inherent feature of the mountainscape. As a result of the wonderful landscapes, peaceful location and warm population, the region is often noted both by Russian and foreign developers as a great potential location for a holiday resort. The Republic is proud host to more than 300 of the world's most unique mineral mines. The local temperate climate is a great encouragement to varied forms of agriculture. The Republic of North Ossetia Alania is not an abandoned wilderness, for the region boasts a highly developed transport infrastructure, including 3 federal motorways, 2 of which are of international importance for connecting Eastern Europe with Asia. The capital of Ossetia Alania is Vladikavkaz. It is an ancient Alanian city which flourished as a focal point on the ancient trade road at the entrance into the Daryl Gorge. Its renaissance began in the 18th century, when it quickly became the administrative, cultural and trade capital of the Central Caucasus. Though the population is relatively small, circa 650,000, the Alanians Ossetians have produced many well-known figures for the world stage. Colonel Xanthi, described with admiration by Hemingway, whose name was actually a pseudonym of the World War II hero Khadjumar Mamsurov. Gregory Tokati, the designer of Apollo and Shuttle. Valery Gergiev, the eminent conductor and director of the Mariinsky Theatre, and Valery Gazayev, the famous football coach. The Republic's unique geographical position in the center of the Caucasus, its temperate climate, and its valuable natural resources all combine to make this region attractive for developing business and living. Being a cultural and educated nation, it is no surprise to find intense economic growth at the top of the list of national priorities. The authorities of the Republic consider their key task to be the provision of favorable conditions for the development of new business. This they see as the key to stability in the Republic. Welcome to Ossetia.